God bless the working.
How's it going, YouTube? Ethan Page here, A2A Carpentry. Welcome to our first real tool review video. Today we're going to be going over jab saws. May not seem like much of a tool to do a review on or anything real important or significant, but the past two projects I've been on combined, I've been hanging sheetrock every day for the past 2 months. A good jab saw can make or break your quality work and your performance day in, day out. What we have here is we have Milwaukee's jab saw. It's a good saw. I like everything Milwaukee puts out. They do good work. I like their stuff, but I'm still not biased. I use what works, and that usually ends up being the in-state. So then we have the Irwin Premium Pro, good saw. A lot of people, they hear Irwin, think Irwin, cheaper stuff, but this is a good saw. This is a quality saw, and I was impressed with this performance. So we're gonna go ahead, jump right into it, starting with the Milwaukee. First impressions of the saw. It's got a sharpened tip. Something I hadn't really seen on a jab saw before, surprisingly, but this has made a huge difference. While I was using it and putting it through its paces over the past week or so, that has been an incredible addition. Also right here, they added in rasp holes. So, and if you look close, you can see the wave to it where they dimpled it from the one side to give it the rasp form and be able to actually grate at the sheetrock. Both features work really nice together. The sharpened tip helps you jab through the sheetrock more effectively, and then the rasp integrated into the blade really helps clean up those edges. Ergonomics on the Milwaukee, it feels good in the hand. It's lightweight. All jab saws really are. It's got rubber overmold on the back strap and on the bottom. It fits in your hand. It's a little bulky, but it's not terrible. It's not overboard. It's still comfortable. Performance, all in all, performance on the Milwaukee jab saw was excellent. I never had any major issues with it. It's a durable saw. It doesn't just bend and retain form or anything like that. It's got good flex to it, and it goes right back to being straight. So it takes the beating. It went through the paces. It's durable. I mean, it's not something you have to worry about it necessarily breaking unless you outright get it in a place that's not supposed to be, and it gets snapped off. It's a durable saw, and it's going to take whatever you throw at it. With that said, price point on these is $7.97 at Home Depot, which is primarily where you're going to find your, as far as major box stores, is primarily where you're going to find your Milwaukee items. But definitely worth what I paid for it, and trying it out, I'm pleased. So with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the R1 Premium Pro. I picked this up at Lowe's. First impression is the handle. It's kind of different looking. Most of the time when you see a jab saw, you're going to see the round handle like this. This one's just different looking. That's kind of what caught my eye. It's got more of the knife look to it. And the handle is triangular in shape, which really helps it fit into your hand. Key features, the main key feature on this whole thing is the handle. It's almost completely rubber overmold. It was comfortable to use, super comfortable to use. Just like anything else, sometimes you can get hot spots, on your hands and fingers, you know, your calluses, when you're using like saws and stuff like that all day. You start to get hot spots. Really didn't get any hot spots with this, so it fits good in the hand. It's comfortable. That's really not a concern of mine. My hands are too rough to really care too much about the comfort, but it trumps the Milwaukee as far as the comfort and just fitting right into your hand. Performance-wise, it's a good saw, a really good saw. It did excellent as well. It's durable. It took everything I had to throw at it. It cuts well. It's just a good all-around saw. And with Irwin probably being one of the more popular brands in most of your box stores, you couldn't go wrong with getting one. I've had Irwin jab saws before, though it is considered to be a lower quality brand. This is a good saw, so don't let the Irwin on the side of it or anything like that scare you away. At Lowe's, price point on these comes in right around $8.89. For whatever reason, $1 more than the Milwaukee, but for the comfort, you be the judge. Compare and contrast the two. The grip, like we talked about, Milwaukee has good grip. It's a little more bulky, but in my hands, I have bigger hands. It fits good into my hand. It just fills up my hand, and honestly, I have more control over this saw than I do over this saw. Yeah, the Irwin fits good in your hand. Fills up all the empty spaces, especially whenever you're having to make those round cuts for maybe duct or cutting out for conduit or a copper pipe. Having control over the saw and being able to cut those round shapes, it makes a difference. And I can really, because it is a little larger, I can control this saw a lot better than I can this one. The blades are in length are exactly the same. Honestly, in length, both saws are pretty well exactly the same. Thickness, exactly the same. Both are good quality blades. Both have their rigidity and ability to maintain shape. Don't get bent easily. Both have maintained as far as being sharp and good cuts. I haven't seen any change in them yet. That could take a while before you really see any true change, especially just cutting sheetrock. But if you start cutting other stuff like cement board or anything like that and other materials, you might see a change a little faster. But I've seen no change as far as them staying sharp and performing well as far as their cutting. The teeth, a little finer, more fine teeth on the Milwaukee versus the Irwin. The Irwin's got more of a aggressive cut to it than the Milwaukee. A little bit larger teeth, which makes it it cuts right through the sheetrock. It leaves a rougher cut. The Milwaukee, as far as the cut, which one cuts cleaner? Hands down is the Milwaukee. Because it does have the finer teeth, it has the rasp integrated into it, and you're not having to ream out a hole to punch through the sheetrock like you do with this, because the Irwin does not have a sharpened tip. It has a blunt tip. So something to keep in mind. Cleaner cut definitely goes to the Milwaukee on that. And then so far, ability to handle and control goes to the Milwaukee. Average time, just a small test I did to be able to compare the two as far as their performance. Milwaukee averaged around 26 seconds to cut out just an average size outlet box, and the Irwin was a little bit closer to 38 seconds average to cut one out. So the Irwin, it's durable. It will cut through anything you need to cut through. Anything you need it to cut through. 2 layers of sheetrock, which sometimes when you're doing double thickness walls for soundproofing, and you have to cut out for stuff, the Irwin will do it. As far as the aggressive cut, it's going to cut what you need it to, but for a smooth, quick, clean cut, you're going to have a hard time beating the Milwaukee. But all in all, if you combine everything together, ergonomics, comfort in the hand, the performance, the durability, they're pretty close to neck and neck. But as far as the cleanest, quickest cut, and the quality of work that it produces, I'm going to have to go with the Milwaukee, especially for the price point being about $1 cheaper. So you be the judge. That's the best that I can tell you between the two as far as what they both have to offer. Again, not going to knock the Irwin because it's a great saw. I will continue to use it, and I will continue to suggest it to people right along with the Milwaukee. So anyway, that's our first video. Hope you liked it. Next video to come, tape measure review. I'm going to be comparing and contrasting a few different popular tape measures, likes, dislikes, things that you might consider whenever you go to purchase your next tape measure. Hope you guys enjoyed our first video. Stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe. Check out our Facebook page. It'll be linked below. You guys take care. Be safe on the job site. See you next time.